Hi everyone, my name is Erin Holland and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to be putting this together for you all. Thank you so much for encouraging me to bite the bullet and start my own YouTube channel. A little bit scared, but hopefully we get through this first one unscathed. Now the first video I decided to do on this channel was a quick and easy little winter makeup tutorial. And that is mainly because people often say to me, oh my God, who did your makeup? And 9 times out of 10, it's me. And that's not to say that I don't love getting my face done by many of the incredible makeup artists that I get the privilege of working with here in Sydney. It's more a convenience factor because we go to so many events and different bits and pieces that require a full face, and sometimes you just don't have the time to go and get it done. So for that reason, I thought I would share this quick and easy little winter makeup tutorial with you guys. It's basically a pop lip because I love a good lip in winter. I think it's a really easy way to jazz up any outfit, like a basic knit and jeans, which I'm wearing at the moment, and with your hair slicked back, it can look really chic. So the first step I take when deconstructing a makeup look is, of course, to start with a base. So here she's got a really luminous, dewy, beautiful base, and I thought that one of the products that I was sent by Tarte would go very well with achieving this, and this is from the Rainforest of the Sea collection, and it is called Radiance Drops. Now apparently all you have to do is add a few little drops to your foundation, and as simply as that, it creates that really dewy, beautiful, luminous base that we all love. So really keen to see if this works, because who doesn't love a dewy base? All I do is simply mix a few drops in with my foundation, just doing this on my palm, and then simply apply onto the face as so. Now already this feels fantastic, and from what I can see on the camera here, it is looking really fresh and dewy with just a little bit of shimmer. So I tend to rock a faux glow all year round. I am a huge advocate of sun safety and looking after your skin. So sometimes my face will end up slightly different color to the rest of my body. So I really make sure I'm blending in my foundation across those little ears, down the neck, so everything is one fresh, flawless color. Now, prepping your eyelids is also really important when it comes to using eyeshadows. It just ensures that the product goes on really easily and seamlessly. And this guy I'm going to be using today is the Buff Lid Lock Eye Base. I'll just apply that on with my finger. And look, I prefer to use my finger when it comes to eye bases, just because the skin around your eyes is really fine, really thin. With a lot of little creases in there that I find are more easily applied by using the warmth of your fingertip. So now my base is done, I refer back to my photo, and although it doesn't seem like she's got a lot of eyeshadow going on here other than that winged liner, there's definitely a little bit of nude on the lid and a little bit of illuminator under the eyes. So looking at that, I would go for some brownie peachy nudes, and in this particular little palette called Sex Kitten from Tarte, there's some really beautiful colors in the Pour, which is this brown here, Cunning, which is that peachy shimmery color, and I might even use a little bit of feline as well. Grab a blending brush, just lightly get some of that Pour brown product on. And we're just going to do a light dusting over the entire lid, bringing that up into the brow bone. Just check my mirror here because I can't see everything on the camera. Always take it a little bit further out than the edge of that brow bone. Now everyone's eyes are different, but I am a big fan of big eyes and accentuating those eyes as much as possible. So if we take the shadow out further, a little bit further in the corner of the eye, we are elongating the eyes, and who doesn't want big eyes? Next up, I'll take a little bit of that peachy color. So this one is called Cunning, as mentioned before. I tend to use the same brush because if it's already got a little bit of the first color on there, it's going to blend better with the second. And I'm going to take that more just on the actual lid of the eye. Don't be afraid to use your finger as well to get in there and blend out any stray eyeshadow Fingers are fantastic tools. They have the warmth of your hand as well, which I find helps blend together the colours a little bit more. Ta-da! So I'm trying really hard not to sing everything that I say, which according to my friends, I do a lot of in everyday life. So I'm going to be like, now we use sly, and then we use feline, and I've done it again. But seriously, so now I've got my base color on. I will grab that color there, Sly, and I'm going to take this all the way up to my brow bone. And then keep blending, 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 blending. So there's no definitive line between the color that I put on my eye socket and lid with the brow bone. Now, before I tackle that all-important liquid liner, dun dun dun, it's always very scary, I thought I would tackle my brows. So as you can see here, she's just got a really nice full bushy brow. My tip with doing brows is to start with a shadow, then build up with a setting gel. So the shadow basically fills in all of those gaps, beefs out those brows a little bit more, and then by using a brow gel, you simply sweep that through and separate the brow lashes, brow hairs, so that they look more natural and separated. Now, the best way to not achieve Angry Bird brows, scary John on things, is just to take your time. I find by using smaller brush strokes, I get a far more natural feathered effect. Now, I was pretty lucky in the brow department. I've never really had to wax or pluck or do too much to them, but the only issue with that is that now big, beautiful, bushy brows are in, there's only so much hair that I can actually grow. If my mum's watching this, she is not a fan of a strong brow. I apologise, mother, now that I've dyed my hair dark, which you also don't like. I have to do my brows to match. And to finish off, I set with my favourite brow gel. At the moment, I'm using one called Garbo and Kelly, which is fantastic, but I do also love the Benefit Brow products. They're pretty amazing too. Quick tip with brow gel, it does set, as the name does suggest, so make sure you are 100% happy with how that shape is looking before you move on to the next step. Now we get to the second scariest part of the entire look, and that is the winged eyeliner. So when I look for a winged eyeliner, I look for a really great tip first and foremost, because if it doesn't have a great tip on the liner, you're gonna struggle trying to get the perfect line. Now, I adore this one from Tarte, and not just because it has a tiny little kitten on top, but it's called Sex Kitten, and what I love most about it is that fantastic tip. So it's quite bendy, but it's firm, so I know that when I'm drawing my line, I'm not going to get any stray little brush hairs flicking out and ruining that perfect precision line. So starting from the outer edge, try and get that flick exactly where I want it, and then paint along. My God, putting on wing liner on camera is really nerve-wracking. I don't know how you beauty gurus do it. Once I'm happy with how that wing is sitting, I move on to mascara. This guy is fantastic. Again, similar to the eyeliner, I find it is all about the brush. I'll apply this on so really wiggling it to the base to make sure I'm grabbing every little last hair. Things are kind of looking on track, but what I have noticed that I've missed is she has an illuminated corner of her eye, and that really helps bring out your eyes. It makes them look bigger, more beautiful, more open, and it seems to have a little bit of a gold kind of a shimmer to it. So luckily enough for me, in that same Sex Kitten palette, Secret is exactly that color. To apply, I just take a small brush such as this guy, who is from Zoeva. It's called a smudger. Grab a little bit of that beautiful Secret color and just add that to the inner corner. I've decided to use this guy. It's Hotel Heiress by Tarte, and it's a really beautiful all-purpose bronzer which you can build up or down as you please. So taking my cheek finish brush from Zoeva, very well loved as you can see, just really lightly going to get a tiny bit of product on my brush. Purse those lips, your best Zoolander expression. Just apply and buff in the smallest amount of product. Once those cheekbones are done, I'm going to take the lightest possible dab of blush. This one's called Natural Beauty, and again, similar to the bronzer, you can build these up or down as you please with the intensity of the color, and just work that into the apples of the cheeks. Using fingers to work that in. My final step before heading into that all-important statement lip is to highlight. So I'm using Stunner, which is an Amazonian clay highlighter from Tarte, and using that same brush again. As you can see, I don't use a lot of utensils when I'm doing my makeup. Just a few awesome staples goes a long way, and I'm just going to dab my brush and just slightly dust along my upper cheekbones, down my nose, and over that cupid's bow. Voila! Okay, so we're getting to the pointy end of our look here. We've got a beautiful deep red lip. Now, as you can probably see, that lip is well defined. The makeup artist that I got this image off is called Hung Van Gogh. He is celebrity makeup artist of the stars over in the States, and I often look to him for inspiration for my looks because his work is just incredible. So when it comes to lip liners, I'm pretty particular, and what I love most about this guy, the Tarte Lip Architect, is that not only is the lip liner sharp and precise, but it's actually quite creamy. There's nothing worse than trying to put on a lip liner and it's so dry that the color is not gliding on easily. You're getting that perfect hand movement and line, but then your lip line is breaking on you everywhere, or the color's not going on evenly. So you really want to mix between a really precision point, but also a really quality creamy product that is going to follow suit with what you're doing. So I'm going to try and do this on my little mirror here now and see how I go. So to finish off, I'm going to use the Tarteist Lip Paint, and this color is called XOXO. Oh, this color is amazing. So there you have it, guys. This is my recreation of a red carpet look. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel today. Had such a ball filming for you guys, and if you have any queries or questions, please don't hesitate to pop your comment in the box below, and of course, subscribe. Thanks so much for joining me for my very first YouTube video, and I will see you all very soon.